It's my singular honor, greatest privilege to stand in front of the highly esteemed, the capital in as far as tertiary institution is concerned, the University of Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for giving me the most valuable resources you can ever find on earth, which is your time. Your eyes and your ears, they mean a lot to me. To Miss Linda, thank you so much for the time and the opportunity and trusting me with your people. I hope this is going to be a very insightful session. Given that we started a bit late, I'm going to be in a bit of a rush, so I pray that you bear with me as we go, so that we get whatever we can get as quickly as possible and get this over with before some of us are giving us indicators for lunch, eh? Yes. I know we love our food. Great for the body. But before I commence, allow me to do what I traditionally do, to give honor to the man who allows me to stand before any other man. Can we do that for the next 3 seconds or so? Yes. All right, let's bow our heads as I pray. I am here, Lord. I'm here. Thank you for the mercy to speak and the grace to be heard with clarity and audibility. In Jesus' name, amen. So many of you, judging by so many conferences going on inside, are probably wondering, who is this guy? And what can he say to us? Typical of people of our color. We almost always judge a person before we know. If this was Strive Masio, I guarantee you every single person would have been quiet. Because he's a proven guy whom you know what he has accomplished. But who is this guy I admire coming from AD Media? What does he know? Right. So I'm an ordinary guy. Admire Manyange, and I'm a micro-influencer, an entrepreneur, a founder and CEO of AD Media International. We are a Google certified and TV approved digital marketing company that has close to a decade in operation. We have a collective work experience of plus 3 decades. That's with our team, of course. I'll try to give you a little snippet of what we do, and then we get into the business of the day. I believe we are the fastest growing digital marketing company in the country. Please argue with me after this session, not right now. I'm glad someone has got a good sense of humor in the room, eh? Interesting. So we help brands do 3 things. How many? 3. We help brands do 3 things, which is marketing, branding, and sales. Those are the 3 things we help brands to do. And we have worked. There it is. I was waiting for this. So we help brands do 3 things: marketing, branding, and sales. Those are the 3 things we help businesses do. I won't delve much into it because I'm going to talk about it at a later stage. We have pioneered 2 incredible shows that are growing. First is the Admire Close-Up. It's a talk show where we talk to people that have grown in several respects and industries, be it in business, arts, and stuff. The second one is the ASMA, the Admire Social Media Awards, where we celebrate
people that have the highest following on social media in music, comedy, radio, and TV personalities. So, we have worked with a consortium of brands, the likes of some music magnets you know, like Minister Michael Mahendere. We've worked with Minister Michael Mahendere, we've worked with Wensin Story, we've worked with Zorro Pumlani, South Africa, and a bunch of other local guys like the Trikla Solar, Zimbabwe, Kyle Home, and other entrepreneurs that are around in the country. The company started in South Africa, but fast forward, I won't talk about all the other things because I'm rushing now. We are in Zimbabwe, we set up the branch in 2022, and we're moving on. Just to sum up what we do, I don't know if the projector is ready and the speaker. Do you have sound? I wanted you to see the services video that's summed up what we do and the people we've done work for and what they say about us. It's literally less than 2 minutes. Can you play it?
AD Media are the best.
We needed a holistic branding package, and guess what? They delivered.
A very big thank you
to AD Media International.
They've helped us with the CRM system, which helps us track leads.
They put ideas in there that we never knew that we needed.
They also go above and beyond.
And it has brought significant traffic to all web pages.
You too could be part of those happy clans when you get our 5 major solutions, which include mapping your brand direction with our digital marketing plan, jacketing your business with our meticulous brand set, perfectionally setting up or revamping your online platforms, creating a charming digital video profile to package your brand, and our delightful monthly retainer, the content marketing and management, to give you amazing monthly results. Let's get started. Click the link above and let us help you win, because your brand is our focus.
So there are 3 things that are going to happen. The first thing, there is no such thing as a stupid comment, contribution, or question. Whatever it is that anybody here says is relevant, important, and necessary. Is that clear, ladies and gentlemen? So don't worry, don't be scared. If you've got any question, know this, that whatever you're going to say, nothing of what you're going to say is stupid. We value that. Second rule is, there is not going to be a particular presentation. If you were hoping that I'm going to give you gigantic words and whatever, I'm not here for that. I'm the guy from the real world, and I've come to just communicate and have a discussion with you and talk about exactly what happens when you close the books. What happens when you get the certificate, when you're out there? How is the weather out there? By the way, how's the weather out there? Literally. It changed, eh? The third rule is, I'll slow down on this one. I don't know everything. Are we good? So hard to let that one out, eh? Just don't let me get it out in the air. So be prepared that at some point I'll tell you, I don't. No. It takes great wisdom to say those words, eh? They sound very simple. So those are the 3 rules we're going to move on with. Now, what's the objective? Can you put me the objective? The objective of this entire session for me is I want everybody who's sitting in this room, I want to create a high-valued citizen. A high-valued citizen. That's my goal. By the end of this session, I want to create a high-valued citizen. Somebody that outside your certificate, you are something. Let me elaborate further on that. Do you think the world would have been okay, or we could have just been normal if we didn't have a guy called Mark Zuckerberg? How many, by show of hands, think the world would have been okay without him? I don't see any hands. Let me pick another guy. What about Elon Musk? You? Interesting. You think we'd be fine? You think nothing would have changed?
No, not that they would be changed, but we would be fine.
We would be fine. All right. She thinks we would be fine. And you?
I think the world would have been fine because someone else actually found it.
Okay. Interesting answer. I like that. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I like how she's coming from. What about Elon Musk? Yeah?
Because the things that it develops, it supports and sponsors, they are scary. From my own perspective, keep on moving like that. Somewhere along the line is going to destroy the world.
Oh, Elon. Interesting. So you think he's going to build some robot that can eliminate humans? You're watching too much sci-fi movies, eh? Interesting. How about...
Change it a bit. How about Bill Gates? Do you think we would have been okay without Bill Gates? Yes. How many use Windows computers? Now hands are starting to shake, eh? All these men I just pointed out have done things that have changed the landscape of humanity. If Bill Gates had not built Microsoft, I don't know what we'd be using. Probably would have been on, I don't know, Macintosh, I don't know. But, I don't know. But all these people have something in common. All these people have something in common. What is it? What makes a man to become a billionaire is because he has solved problems for 1 billion people. The gravity of the solution he brings equates to the amount of remuneration he gets. Our rewards in life will always be in direct proportion to our contribution and our service. If you are able to create an internet service that can work anywhere, including Kumusha Kwako, already you deserve to be a billionaire because you've solved problems, big problems, without setting up a plant. Just a simple little, what do you call it? Starlink. Somebody can connect Zarabani or Kwajimba, and they are okay. I'm driving a point here. I'm talking about value. Now let's twist the question. And let me not talk about the world. Let me talk about your family. Would your family be okay if you were not there? Or maybe your family members' sugar levels would have actually dropped. I need you to think about this deeply, really. Think about it for a second. What value do I contribute to my own family, to my own friends? I'm sure many of you, it's probably happening here, I don't know, but when I was back in school, we know we had a guy. If this guy says, I'm going home, it doesn't matter, you still wanted to hang out, you will all go away. Because he's the only guy with a what? Yes. Another disclaimer, let me throw it out there. I might say things, people, that might offend you. But I need you to listen to my heart. Please try to look at what is he trying to say. The point is not on the car. The point is the guy has value that he offers the team. He gives them transport. That's the value he's offering. Now, value is in different forms. That's why people are not billionaires over one thing. A person can sell software and become a billionaire. A person can sell, I don't know, art and become a billionaire. So it's not a question of exactly what are you doing, but it's a question of how meticulous do you exhibit what you do. So I'm not here to say this is the best field to be. I'm not here to say come to our digital marketing, but I'm here to elevate and make you the what? In whatever that you're going to do. Does that make sense? Thank you. I'm going to move on a little bit. I don't know if, do you people have access to internet right now? How many people, by show of hands, are able to go on Google right now? Somebody just shouted value. Well, I didn't really mean that, but you know. So there's an exercise I wanted us to do. Being a digital marketing, I love everything to be digital. The team knows that. Oh, by the way, thank you to my team that came with me. These guys are amazing, eh? So I wanted to say, there's a poll I wanted us to run. If you were able, you would have gone on a website called slido.com, slido.com. I wanted us to run polls right now, instead of people having to vote, including questions. I've attended sessions before where a lot of people, sorry, somebody saying something? Okay. I've attended sessions where a lot of people get to go home without saying anything because they didn't get enough time to actually be heard, or there were too many questions. Or maybe they're introverts, they're just scared to raise their hands. So what we did is we created a system that allows everybody to have an opportunity to actually ask a question. So the system was going to help us so you can ask a question, and if you don't want anyone to know that you're the one who asked the question, you can just skip where it says your name and just put the question. What we're interested is to know what you want to know and get to help if we can help you. So I'm not too sure now that since we don't have internet, how we're going to go about it. The point was to get everyone involved. So if everyone doesn't have access to internet, what we will do is this. I love challenges. When things get to these ends, they know that that's what makes my blood run fast. What we will do, I know at some point, okay, who will get internet access before the end of the day? Show of hands. Everybody will get access, right? Awesome. So here's the thing. If you can't access the internet right now, don't worry about it. We're going to keep the site running. We're going to keep the thing open. You will go on to slide. Can you put the slide? The Slido. So you will go on Slido, that's slido.com, and then you put the name that was on the poster, leveraging on digital. That's the code. The L is in caps and the rest is in lower caps. That's the code. You get in there, and then I think you get a phone number so you can communicate with Muno, so he can put the prompt for the poll, and you can put the questions that you have. You write all the questions you need us to answer, and then we'll make an effort to bring those answers through your responsible authorities. Is that okay? All right? Awesome. Now I want to move on. I want to be fast. I'm skipping things because we don't have time. So, right, let's talk about the global trends before I get too much into a lot of things. Global trends. We have, I'm sure the first one, everybody knows it, right? She was talking about something linked to that when she says this guy is going to kill us and wipe us all. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. How many of us are using AI? If you're not, I don't know when you were born. Because some of us use it a lot. So artificial intelligence, I'm not here to tell you what it is because you know what it is. But it has really shaped and changed the landscape of almost every industry. The business we know before, this thing does wonders. But I wanted to talk about certain specifics. The global trending on AI and digital marketing is expected to grow to about $500 billion. That's the estimate they've made. So it's a big business industry. So whatever you're doing, if it does not integrate with AI, know that you're doing a disservice to yourself. Whether it's selling cakes, whether it's doing wigs, find a way you can integrate AI, because this tool will help you to scale. How many know what scaling means? Allow me to demonstrate. So, growing up, we used to be told, grow up and be a doctor, typical stuff that your parents tell you. Be a doctor, be a what? My parents wanted me to be an accountant. So, but here's the funny thing with professions like when you're a doctor. You have 8 hours in a day, right? Which means you are unable to add a single minute to your schedule. If any patient wants to see you, they have to fit into the 8-hour shift. So in other words, when you are in that kind of a space, it doesn't matter, it's just doctor, whatever that you do and you sell time. It's like I'm being here, right? I'm talking to you. This is me selling time, right? Okay, this was not a paid one, FYI. But this is for the record. So if you are selling time, there is no way you're going to scale that up. Because you can't be in two places at the same time. I'm here. If I'm here for the 1 hour, I'm here for the 1 hour. It means I can't be concurrently at the office. I'm here. So a doctor deals with per patient. So if he is charging, let's say $10, for argument's sake, $10, it means he's making $80 a day. So he cannot scale up. But picture this. If he fuses AI into his business, and some of the nitty-gritty questions like my headache is what there's a machine that talks to people online, guess what? He can scale up. So scaling up means he can deal with 1,000, 5,000, 20,000 people at the same time. That's pretty much why billionaires exist. They will sell you something for $1. But if he's going to sell to 1 million people, guess what? He's making $1 million. And he can sell it in the same 60 minutes that you are here dealing with one patient. Do you see how that makes sense without voodoo? Because a lot of people are very quick to think, this guy's going to, but no, he understands the principle of scaling. If you're selling your time, you cannot scale it. So AI will help you to scale up. Machine learning helps you to scale up. And also another thing, I'm just pinpointing because I don't have time. Machine learning, this is the behavior of your clients. How many here by show of hands? There's a poll I wanted to run, the first one, unfortunately, because we're not. But okay, let's do it manually. I don't really like manual, but it's fine. How many by show of hands want to be professionals? In a specific field, you could be Now I feel like because of the doctor thing I just spoke about, people are now like, nah. It's okay if you want to be a professional, right? Okay, all right? I need somebody to help me with the eyes to see how many are, the many. And then, how many want to be self-employed? So you're pretty much like a professional, but you're doing it on your own, at your own time? Okay, we got a couple of hands. Count those people. All right, let's keep those hands up. Sorry guys, I'm taking you to yoga. Okay, all right. Are you good? This would have been nice if we had the internet. Anyway, and then how many of us want to be business owners? Should I explain these terms? Okay, let me explain these terms, please. Because I think people are confused. So a professional, this is your doctor, your accountant, right? You're a professional in a certain discipline. You're the best. You've got your masters in whatever and all that kind of stuff. A self-employed person is pretty much a professional. They might not necessarily have qualifications or whatever, but they have a skill they exhibit, but they do it at their own time. So they go to work at 10, or they can decide to take an off and they don't need to text anyone that I'm off today, can I not? That's self-employed. And they can even work in their basement or in their bedroom. They can do anything, anywhere, That's self-employed. Business owner, this is a person now who has a bit of some team. He's got that sister so-and-so is doing cashier. That one is doing accounts for him and all that stuff on a small scale. Entrepreneur. Now this guy manages people who manage those people. Does that make a bit of sense? Yes. Now let's restart. Who wants to be a professional? Those hands are now little. I think I see like 4 hands, 5 at the back. Okay, 5 hands. Who wants to be self-employed? Okay. That's a lot of numbers. Okay. All right. Did you realize I don't tell you guys to shh? Did you realize that? Because I hated it in school. I don't know why. There's that class monitors who used to say shh. And so I wanted to talk. I see me, I'm talking. I'm like, yo. And hey. So I told myself when I'm anyway, I want one shh. I'll just look at you. And then I'll smile until you keep quiet. Works all the time. Nicest way to say, please, can I get a moment, please? Works all the time. We're done with self-employed, right? Business owner. Business owner. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You got it? Awesome. Entrepreneurs. Who wants to manage managers? You do know they don't take vacations, those guys, right? Disclaimer alert. Okay. I think we've got the biggest number on what? On self-employed, just as I thought. So, why did I do this poll? Because I want to make sure what I say is relevant to the biggest number. It's called democracy. You guys just voted. So I want to talk about things that are more relevant to you. See, I've got a different approach. I don't like to come and shove things in your throat. I want to make sure I know what you want, and then we talk about what you want, and then we go home. Is that fun? Yeah. Awesome. So we're going to talk more about it. I will touch a bit on professionals. It's not like I'm going to completely, but I will dwell more on what has been voted as the most dominant. So now, artificial intelligence. How will this help at least a professional? Let's start from that perspective. Artificial intelligence has come and it has changed a lot. Recently, I'm studying data. And so in data analysis, there's quite a lot of things you look into it. But it's quite interesting how they're saying that AI has invaded in the data space. Now there are complex, repetitive works and tasks that you can decide whether you want to do them or not. You can just put a prompt and say, hey, make me a table that is incremental to blah, 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 and make sure the even numbers are on the left, and this and that and that, and then you hit enter, and that thing starts doing done, and you submit. So that's how much this thing has influenced. But low-key, it's making people lazy. I just had to throw it in. Somebody's guilty in here from our office. I'm not going to look at her. Because she gets things done very quickly. I'm like, how on earth did you? And he's like, yeah. It's AI. So that's artificial intelligence. But there's something that I want to leave to you so you don't get scared. These things, are they going to take our jobs? They won't, eh? Because as I was reading through, man, there are jobs that it's going to take, but there are things that they're not going to take. Like, for example, I've studied in the world of data. There's something called human intuitive, the gut feeling. Those things don't have those things. And there are moments where only a human can make that decision. And that's the only edge we have. And they haven't mastered that yet, I guess. But I don't think they will ever do it. Probably this will be one of those things. I don't know, how many of you read the Bible? Okay, are you familiar with the story of those guys who were building a tower? Yes. And then God said, these guys will get here. And then he made them to change their languages. They couldn't hear each other. I feel like that's what God is doing to guys like Elon. So that they don't figure out certain things. Otherwise, they'll replace people. Story for another day, but that's what happens in the world of professionals. I'm just dashing through. In the world of self-employed, mostly when you are a self-employed, you don't really have enough capital. You don't really have enough money. How many have money to start their own businesses here? How many want money to start their own business? Okay. Let's do a little exercise. Who here has a business that needs $20 for it to kickstart? Come. Yeah, come. You tell those who left that money was being given. Right. But before you go, what is that type of a business? Let's hear it.
I actually have a digital marketing company. I registered this year.
Okay.
I want. Yes, it's also my. I have a digital marketing company, but I want to get into it.
Okay.
So maybe.
Let's hear out. Guys, let's hear out. She's a representation of something that you're probably doing. So I'm not just saying I'm giving you money. This is not a lot of money, by the way, but you see, I'm trying to show you how serious and how sincere I am in helping you guys. They say love is not love until you what? They say love is not love until you what? This is me giving to show you I'm really serious with this. So walk with me. She's saying she's doing digital marketing.
Yes, I'm doing digital marketing, but I also want to get into branding. So maybe I'll use this to buy my first Pix glass or something, or a roll of vinyl.
Okay. Let's talk about some basics. Before we get to you buying a vinyl, right? Before we get to you buying a computer, what are the basics? What data have you looked into that shows that it's viable to get into digital marketing? Let's listen closely.
So first of all, the data that I've looked into, maybe I should just give a bit of background. Ever since I started uni, my dad has always been encouraging me to learn other things online, which are not particularly the modules that I have here at school. So ever since then, I've always done a lot of digital marketing courses, which have made me see how much I really, really love digital marketing. So I just started off as a freelancer working with smaller businesses, and then I realized that in order for me to scale up and work with corporates, it's important for me to also have that corporate image,
Okay.
having documentation.
Okay.
So it's just a lot of research.
What's the why? What's the why?
My why?
Yeah, why are you in business?
Why am I in business? Because I want freedom.
You want freedom.
I've worked in corporate before, and I didn't like that I didn't have freedom. I didn't have freedom to take breaks. I didn't have freedom to hang out with my friends. I just felt so stuck.
Something interesting. Something interesting. She says she got into business because she wants freedom. Here's a fun fact. Approximately 999 days from the day you started. When did you start?
Officially, on the 19th of January.
19th of Jan.
Started last year in
Right. 999 days from the day you started, there is no such thing as
There
freedom.
was no freedom because even if you ask my best friend Star, I had no life and I was I've been so busy, I've had no life and I've been struggling to work life.
So, the point I'm trying to drive is, look, listen, people, here's the truth. Here's the truth. What she's thinking is what a lot of people think. When I get into business, I'm going to have a lot of what? Aha.
But I feel like eventually, if I keep working at it now,
Uh-huh.
then maybe in the future I'll have freedom. So I'm just taking this time as an investment. I'm just going to invest as much time as possible into working
Right.
at it. And then
Right.
maybe in a few years I'll
So, here's the thing. Do you know what makes you to get freedom? Delegation.
Yes, exactly. And I also struggle with delegation. That's
Right.
my other thing. I'm also a firstborn, so I'm used to being in control and
Right.
taking care of everyone.
Right.
And delegating tasks is so difficult to me
Right,
because
right.
I'm a perfectionist. And
Right.
I sometimes feel like
Can
if
I-
I want something done right, I have to
Do it yourself.
myself.
Let me tell you something about delegation. How many of you know a guy called Vusi Tembekwaya? Who follows Vusi? You don't know Vusi? What will you be doing on IG?
We stand Lucy.
Okay, I dare you to listen to one video. You thank me later, okay? Listening to Vusi is more than this $20 I just gave her, believe me. Now, he talks about delegation. There's something quite profound about delegation. Don't you wish you had someone to delegate right now? Exactly. But here's the funny thing about delegation. As a man who have people that I also delegate, the principles you need to understand on delegation. Number one, you have to master the discipline first. Vusi talks about be dangerous enough. Don't look at me here and think, fancy, I know every single thing about that camera. He will teach me nothing. I'm dangerous enough that when he tries to mess around with me, I will tell him you're lying. Right now he's using a standard lens, an 18 to 55 lens, which means he's on a standard 4.3 f-stop. That's what he's shooting with right now, and he's shooting a wide because he wants an audience like this. This guy is doing close up. That's a 50mm lens. I know all these things. So many people, when they see the guy at the top, they think, he's the guy who just shows up. No, you got to know everything, which means you start where she is. Be dangerous enough to know all of these things. When you employ a sales guy, guess who should create the sales system? You. When you employ a production manager, guess who should create the production management system? When you employ a marketing manager, guess who should create the marketing system? In the 999 days I told you, which are really crazy, I think entrepreneurship, or even when you want to do, I don't know, business owner or self-employed, is not a journey for the weak. How many of you like to watch your soapies when you get home? Your Movangos? Do they still play Movango? I don't know. I'm pretty old, eh? So they used to play Movango in Generations. How many like to watch all those things when you get home? Or to watch your movies and stuff? Netflix. How many watch their movies? Oh, you guys don't watch TV on social media. Okay, how many of you want to watch their social media for at least 2 or 3 hours a day? Please don't lie to me. I know you like your socials. So, if you want to keep that lifestyle, good luck fitting here for those that say they want to do business. Because it's going to really eat into your you time. People are saying, let's go hang out this weekend. You're like, nah, I need to fix my sales system. Because you know what? On Monday, when customers phone you and they're talking to you about digital marketing, that's not a time for the system. No, that's a time to implement the system. And you know when you don't have a system? When things always crash. A client says, how much do you charge this? You don't even have a price package. You figure out after sending a price package that my prices are too high. Gosh, I need to fix this. And then you send this, then they're saying, send an invoice. And you think, I don't even have a letterhead. And then you need to look for a letterhead. But I'm not saying this to discourage you, but I'm saying this so you get prepared as you get in. That this is the journey that you're getting into. But don't wait until it's all figured out. Forgive me, I'm nitpicking because I don't have time. So Zuckerberg had a speech. He said, He said when they started, I still need to ask you one more question. Mark Zuckerberg said he had a time to speak, and he said when they started Facebook, they didn't know everything. It was not quite figured out. It was actually at a college like what you are here, in a dorm. There's a video he points at, he says, this is where we sat when we did Facebook. The idea was we want something that us as college students we use to communicate and connect. But look at it now. Businesses, some guy in Mumbai in India where he's running a business and he's getting money using the same system that was created by Zuckerberg. They know the joke with Mumbai. Okay. We always joke around at the office that a lot of these guys that scam people, they come from India. So I always say Mumbai because they don't know how to speak English. Anyway, we're a blessed nation. We speak good English. Let me throw that in. Clap hands for yourselves. You guys are amazing. Well, some people are not sure if they speak good English, but I know you do. Now, last question, and then you can sit down. The reason I asked you why are you into this, I wanted to kind of see your head around this. Do you have a digital marketing plan?
I do.
Okay. You have a digital marketing plan?
Not just for me, but also for
the clients that you work with. Oh, great. Do you have a brand set?
A brand set? You mean like a brand visual identity?
Like a brand manual, yeah.
Yes.
You have that?
Yes, I have that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have set up your own platforms online?
My own social media platforms,
Yeah?
yes.
Which one do you have?
I have LinkedIn,
Mhm.
and I have Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
Those are the ones that I use.
Why did you create LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram? Why those platforms?
I picked Instagram because it's the platform that I'm most familiar with. It's my
Right.
favorite one.
Mhm.
And then I also picked LinkedIn because I want to reach out to corporates.
Mhm.
And I know that that's where I'll find corporates. So
Mm.
maybe because of my target audience,
Mhm.
which are mainly corporates.
Please clap hands for this one. So what's going on with her is she gives an answer that's a little, and then she gives another one which is okay, and then she gives another that's, so she's. But I like the fact that your second one that you mentioned, LinkedIn, right? You chose it because of the target audience.
And also the type of content that I'm putting
Right.
on LinkedIn. I'm putting industry experts
Okay.
content, so I've been writing blogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't quite like your reason for being on
I
IG.
know.
Because she said because she likes IG. So you don't go on a platform because you like it.
You go on it because it's the best fit for you and
It fits where you're going.
Yeah.
Exactly. So any business you're doing, you go where the people are. So if you're planning to do a B2C, there are businesses that sell what are called B2Cs. Have you ever heard about it? Business to customers, right? You have to be on B2C platforms, your Facebook, your Instagram, where you reach people individually, right? And then if you're doing a B2B, which is business to business, you go on B2B platforms like the LinkedIn she said, because she actually said, because I want to target corporates. Right.
Struggling to hear the back. Maybe we can raise your voice a little
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Oh, they're saying they can't hear me. I need to be a little louder. Okay. So there's B2C, that's business to customer, right? If your business targets business to customer, I think you're okay. Thank you so much. Eh? Clap hands for her. She's good. Okay. Oh, yeah, she's got a question. Let's hear it.
I'll ask you later.
Later. Okay.
I think we're related. You have my mom's maiden name.
Serious? Now people are going to think I read this.
Yes. Now it's gonna seem like.
She said she's got my surname. Her mom has got your mom has got my goodness. I have no idea. Wow. So you were out. I asked if somebody needed $20 to start a business. So I just picked randomly. And I gave her 20. So she's saying your surname is similar to her mom's. Okay, fine. Let's redo it. Okay. Introduce to me who you are and what you do in 3 minutes. Let's start from here. Let them hear you too. Give her a mic. All right, let's hear it. Give the audience.
I'm Anna Diobewe. I'm 23 years old. I am a hairdresser. I'm still working on myself as a professional hairdresser.
And also I am a director for a college called Kariba Institute. It has got around 60 students. 3/4 are Ilevana, and then a quarter Ilevana Rally. So those are the
Your name?
Annabelle.
Annabelle Mbewe. All right. You say you're a hairdresser. How long have you been doing it?
Since I was in 5.
How long is that? I have no clue when you're Form 5, sorry. 6 years. Okay. Interesting. Have you done any big names? The hair? Not really. But how many people have you done hair, plus or minus? Do they reach 50?
Yeah.
200? 5? 1,000? 300? You said you're Annabelle Mbewe. Mbewe. I was about to say you're related to that actor. There's an actor called Mbewe, which is quite famous. Anyway, Annabelle Mbewe, right? All right. Here's what I would do if I was you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Annabelle Mbewe. I'm a professional hairdresser who's been in this business for close to a decade. Have done hair for plus 300 people. A lot of people recommend me. My work is amazing. I'm certified and authenticated to do the work. Would you give me money if I say that?
Yes.
That's what I thought you'd say. Awesome. So I'm not going to decide. You guys are going to decide. Let's hear another person. Take it. All right, let's give her ears.
Morning everyone, I'm your entrepreneur. My name is Manyange. I'm a lunchtime news reader at ZFM Stereo and I'm also a reporter.
Okay, all right. Give her ears. All right.
I'm close to a year now and so far the biggest name that I've interviewed is the University of Zimbabwe, Ms. Pamela Trim.
Okay, Liva. So, sorry, you said your name? Limbai. Surname? Tandi. You work for ZFM Stereo. Oh, so you're one of the voices we hear. Awesome. People? Okay.
I have something to say before you continue. I think it's not fair to compare what Anna did and others are doing now because you have already illustrated what you want. But if you were just saying, can you have another one before you said what you want, it was going to be fair.
So I have to switch up the game. All right, let's switch it up. Let's do track. Okay. All right, let's switch up the game. Let's switch up the game. Okay? Bear with me. You have, I've got 7 minutes and we're done. I'm so sorry. This thing is really short. In the 7 minutes that's left, okay? Please hear me, guys, hear me, guys. In the last 7 minutes we have, I want you to just stand up in 6 seconds. Tell me why you should be given $20. Just that. No, the ones that lifted their hands. How many? Okay, so it's a pitch, more like what you do. Have you ever watched Dragon's Den? It's a show where people go and they present in front of investors and they say why they need investment. It's as simple as that. Go, take the mic. Who was speaking? You're not going to speak. She just moved. Oh, she wants to start. Let's go. All right, people, let's hurry up. Okay? All right, let's hear it out. Yeah.
seconds or minutes whatsoever trying to speak about myself. I think I should get this $20 because, I mean, I stood up to talk. I put that effort. And also, I actually have a meeting I've got and I don't even have money for intern, so I probably need this. It's another $2,000. I can give you guys $10. Thank you.
Can I say something while you take the mic to the next person? There is a principle from what she just said. I know she just said it in a joking way, but a lot of us do it. I always tell my people, you don't get paid to show up. You get paid for productivity. If you come to work at 8 and go at 5 and you don't do anything, you're as good as you didn't come to work. So she said she's been raising her hand, good thing. But the question is, you're talking to an investor, right? We're doing role play. This is precisely what happens in the real world. Those people we go around saying, that Bamlin doesn't want to give me money. No, he was listening to your business. It did not make sense to him. Picture this, how many people speak to such a guy every day? Bamlin so and so, you know, got that Bamlin, right? That being the uncle of yours. How many people go to him with their pitch? Bamlin, make a business, he's listening to dozens of pitches every day. And what I'm training you is role play for you to be unique. So when you take that pitch to him, he's going to say, wait a minute. Here's the money, do what you're doing. I'm challenging this thing between your ears. Remember, high value. Who's next? You people are voting, right? Let's go. Listen to her.
How are you?
Fine.
I'm a script writer, I'm a picture stand, and I'm going to let them know. So I think I deserve this $20 to buy data so that I can research more about script writing. What's the visualizing issues that you guys, what the pricing issues that the media are some.
Okay. Sorry, we didn't get to hear. You said you want to research about?
I want to research about
script writing.
Most pricing issues. Then I put it in a script and I write actors and I take actresses and actors and depressing issues in the media sector.
Depressing issues in the media.
In the media sector, and what's my target audience are the challenges that I face.
Who is the target audience? Students. The ones in the entire school or the ones sitting in here?
Yes. Entire school. I'm working towards a podcast.
Okay.
Challenging about university, college life, university.
Interesting. We got that?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, let's go to guys. We've been too much on the ladies. Let's hear.
So I need this $10 to market my
Okay. What is the podcast name? Campus? Freestyle Vision. What is this about? Uh-huh. Okay. What's the goal of all these different facets? What do you hope to achieve? What do you hope to achieve with all these different segments? Mm-hmm. So you want to build awareness, okay? Right. 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 I wouldn't necessarily participate in that. I was terrible in history, but go on. It's a joke. You didn't get it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. I didn't get your name. Your name? Stephen. Okay, thanks, Stephen. Maybe we'll get one last person. I think we're running out of time. A guy maybe, so we can balance it out. All right, let's hear the guy. Who's the last person? Who is the last? Oh, we don't have a last person. Your people are rich, right? You don't need your $20, eh? Okay. So we're going to judge the ones that just spoke? Yes. Are we ready? Yes. Let's use evaluate. There are people that are sensitive to the word judging. So, okay, those ones that just spoke, can you just stand up? All right? Okay? Stand up. All right. Okay? We're going to vote. Okay? We're going to vote. Right. Who thinks she did good? Okay, hold on. This is a landslide. Wait. Why do I have a feeling you people, she did your hair or something? You guys are looking out for a discount. I see what you do. Like, remember I voted for you all. Okay, how many think she did good? Okay. How many think she did good? How many think the script lady did good? How many think Mr. Stephen there did good? I think we need a rerun. I think, yeah. So, before she goes, because we don't have time, I could have gone on and on about how you're doing your business and how you can fuse digital and everything, but I just want to have you ask a question. Can you hear at the back? So we want to give her a chance to ask a question. Remember, I said, we're here to equip you with the knowledge so you become high valued. It doesn't make sense you get the $20 and you go back to doing the same stuff you're doing. We need to have you guys equipped. So what's the question you have for me? Okay. Mm-hmm. Right.
It's part of digital marketing that's into it.
Okay.
So that is starting point.
Can you speak a little louder so they can hear?
All right.
Yeah.
That is starting point. You think no, once I go engage and even say so that you know one of my followers. Because and the same no need to do that and you fare to onekera jeshi. Saka I don't know to know it as saved.
Help her out, guys. She's an introvert. So she's funny. Okay, I get it. All right, hands running ching ching. Okay. Okay. So here's her question. She says,